Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome to a Sims4 Speedbuild video. This time we're going to be changing it up and we're going to be doing haunted houses. I'm going to talk you through why the house is haunted and give you a bit of the history of the house. If you have any suggestions of any places you'd like to see, please let me know and drop it in the comments. Let's get to it. So, the Ancient Ram Inn is located in the Watton Underedge, Gloucestershire, and is meant to be known as one of England's most haunted buildings. The building is believed to be dated back to the 12th century, which would be considered in the Middle Ages or the medieval period, which in England is considered to be about 1066 to 1485. And the Ancient Ram Inn was built in 1145 as a keeping house for slaves and workers who were constructing the local St. Mary's Church. So the ancient ramen, being as old as it is, obviously has changed owners and has had various uses over the centuries, including being a pub, a private residence, and a bed and breakfast, and has a long history of reported paranormal activity. The last owner was a man by the name of John Humphreys, who bought the inn and turned it into a bed and breakfast in 1968, apparently buying the building for £2,600 British money. But John died in December 12th, 2017, at the age of 89. Humphreys dedicated his life to restoring and preserving the inn, but closed it down as a bed and breakfast by John himself, stating it had become too dangerous, but let the likes of paranormal investigators who were willing to stay overnight to still come to the ancient Ram Inn. The inn and its hauntings have been explored by numerous number of paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, and enthusiasts. Some television shows and documentaries have featured the ancient Ram Inn, such as Most Haunted and the US ghost series Adventures, further adding to its fame as a haunted location. So, why do they think it's so haunted, or why is it suspected that this place could be so haunted? The land where the inn is built is at the intersection of two ley lines. Ley lines are places where people believe in having high spiritual energy. When you use a map, you could trace ley lines to places like Stonehenge. It is also widely believed that the redirecting of the water or the river on the ancient Ram property also caused a dark portal or dark energy to open up, and that the ancient Ram is actually built on a pagan burial ground that resided on the site over 5,000 years ago. So that's why people really believe it's so haunted. So, what kind of paranormal activity actually happens on the ancient Ram? Well, first we have ghostly apparitions, the good old ghostly apparitions. Visitors and occupants of the inn have reported seeing full body apparitions and shadowy figures roaming the building. One could be the ghost of a centurion on horseback. It is said the plumber who saw the apparition was startled out of his wits when the apparition went straight through the wall. Then we have poltergeist activity. Unexplained movements of objects, such as furniture being moved or thrown, have been reported in the inn. Feelings of unease or dread. Many people who have stayed to visit the ancient ram have reported feelings of being watched or experienced intense feelings of fear or discomfort. The next we have are presence of child spirits. Um, it is said that the inn was once a place where child sacrifices occurred. John himself accidentally found evidence under the staircase when he was doing renovations and actually found children's bodies under the staircase. So, lastly, we have incubus and succubus encounters. There have been accounts of visitors feeling as though they were being physically touched or attacked by the unseen forces during the night. In fact, these demons were the reason that the inn was no longer deemed fit as a bed and breakfast by John. The incubus is a male sex demon who takes advantage of female visitors and crawls into beds with them, apparently feeding on their hormones. Um, Succubus is similar, apparently, but female. She feeds on male hormones. Some people have even jumped from a window to escape these demons. John Humphrey shared a bedroom with apparently the incubus until his death. Until his death, John did claim that the house was haunted and he was regularly attacked by various entities in the house. There have been many sightings of previous owners in the inn, and here are some two popular legends that go around some of the rooms in the house, being the witch's room and the bishop's room. One popular legend surrounding the ancient Ram Inn is the supposed witch who was burned at the stake in the 1500s. Many people believe that the troubled woman's spirit still haunts the building to this day. It is thought that the woman was at the inn to seek refuge in one of the rooms before she was captured and killed. Today, the room is known as the witch's room. So, with this story also comes the story of a black cat that apparently also haunts the room. Some believe it to be the witch's cat, but it might also be the 500-year-old mummified cat that Mr. Humphreys actually found inside the wall. Apparently, having a dead cat inside your walls was looked upon as a good luck charm. One of the most haunted rooms in the entire inn is called the Bishop's Inn. The room is found on the first floor of the house. When the inn was still a bed and breakfast, many guests would not want to sleep in the room. Some who did sleep ended up fleeing in the middle of the night. It is said that the ghost of a monk haunts the room regularly. So I know that after Mr. Humphreys died, his daughter actually did take over the inn, and it's still open to people that are willing to investigate or people that are interested, paranormal investigators and the likes of that. This is my first haunted video. I do plan to continue to keep this up. So if you have any suggestions of any places that you would like me to cover or would be cool for Sims build or just any cool story that also goes along with a place, I'm kind of up for anything, but right now I'm going to stick to the haunted. Um, Please leave a like and yeah, leave a comment and thank you, and I'll see you again next time.